searchers in Taiwan are using helicopters to rescue people who were cut off by that deadly earthquake. This is new video from Taiwan's emergency agency, and it shows workers who were stranded in a quarry being airlifted out. About 60 of them now freed around noon local time. Officials say the number of people killed in the quake stands at 9. That's where we were yesterday at this time. But more than 1,000 are now reported hurt. A day after the 7.4 magnitude earthquake hit, rescue operations remain focused near the epicenter in eastern Taiwan. Once again, our Radio-Canada colleague Philippe Leblanc is with us. He's live from Taipei with the latest developments. And Philippe, there is some breaking news. Officials seem to have a clearer picture of the number of people who need to be rescued and who have been rescued. Let's start with the word that you have heard about the Canadians who were stranded.
Well, we were talking about 2 Canadians yesterday, a man and a woman. They were part of a tourist group, 12 tourists that were gone hiking yesterday morning. They have been rescued late last night. The woman had been hurt by fallen rocks, so she was given medical care on site when rescuers reached them. She was then taken to a hospital. Now, a few minutes ago, Taiwanese Foreign Affairs Minister published a report saying that 3 Canadians in total have been rescued, but 1 Canadian is still part of the 38 people that are reported missing at this time. 660 people have been located, but are still trapped either under debris or stranded on a road that is impossible to get to. So the Minister of Interior of Taiwan in the past few hours have been saying that every second counts now to get to these people, to try to find the people that are missing. So all hands on deck still today. And we've seen machinery, heavy machinery tearing down buildings that have partially collapsed because they pose a threat with the ongoing aftershocks that we're seeing today. So it really is a recovery scene right now, and it's easier today to get a clearer sense. And now that we know that there's 3 Canadians that have been rescued, the search is going on for that missing Canadian.
So that is at least partially good news there, Philippe. The breaking news from Taiwan this morning, courtesy of Philippe Leblanc. Now, we have these live pictures coming in again to us this morning, Philippe, and they speak to exactly what you were mentioning. Those buildings that are just leaning so precariously have to be brought down, and we can see the heavy equipment at work in these live pictures. Part of it, obviously, is a recovery operation and a tearing down. So can you just elaborate on that a little bit more for us?
Well, emergency center has been set up, so 135 people can seek shelter near a primary school. People that were housed in those buildings that are leaning at a 45-degree angle, for example. We've seen over 300 aftershocks since yesterday, so it was important to get machinery going today to tear down the buildings that will not be able to be fixed. So that's what is going on. So on one hand, you have recovery. On the one hand, you have making sure that it's as secure as possible in Hualien, the municipality of 300,000 people on the East Coast.
Philippe Leblanc, again, I appreciate it so much you're being with us. The live coverage, our Radio-Canada colleague there in Taipei for us today.